Good morning, my students, and welcome to your English class, the class of the teacher Jacob, okay? Very good. Today, my children, guess what? Adivinen que. Today, we are going to finish with all of the numbers that we see in Kinder 2. Hoy finalizaremos de ver todos los números que veremos en Kinder 2. Remember, the final number, el último, will be number 20, and I have it right here. But before we start with the last number, remember we have to go back, tenemos que regresar from the beginning and review each one of the numbers because it's very important that you never forget them, because in the future you, my children, will be in Kinder 3 or pre-primary. In that group, we're going to start with mathematical operations like additions or subtractions, como sumas o restas. And we can work with those mathematical operations if you don't know the numbers. So it's very important that every day, constantly, you remember them, you practice them, and you review them, okay? So you never forget them. And don't worry, because here in the English class, we'll have a space, we are going to have some time to always practice those numbers, okay? Very good. So, remember, again, something that is very important is that each one of the numbers, cada uno de esos números, have a form or a shape that we can associate it with. Tienen una forma con la que podemos asociarlos. For example, the number 1, do you remember the form of the number 1? The number 1 is the soldier. The number 2 is the dog, and the dog is an animal of the farm. The number 3 is the snake. The number 4, the chair upside down. The number 5, the number that likes to eat. The number 6, the cherry. Remember that cherry, it's a fruit, a small fruit colored red. Una cereza. The number 7, the number that is always asleep, is always tired, like a zombie. So that's why it's inclined. The number 8, remember the snowman, or the number that looks like Olaf. And it's the most important number of this season of the year because it's almost Christmas. The number 9 is the balloon. Remember the balloon, it's a toy that is full of air with a string con un hilo so you can grab it. The number 10. Now here, my children, it's very important that we pay much more attention because here is when we start combining numbers. Empezamos a combinar numbers. We start using 2 digits, okay? Here, for the number 10, remember I need 2 digits, number 1 and number 0. We put them together and it creates number 10. Then we continue with the number 11. So, what numbers do I need for number 11? The number 1 and the number 1. Again, we put them together, makes number 11. The next number is number 12. Now, what numbers do I need for number 12? A 1 and a 2. We put them together, creates number 12. Number 1 and number 3. Now again, pay very much attention here because in this part of the numbers is when we start with the termination "tin." Okay? The suffix "tin." Now for this, remember, all of the numbers, they finish with the word "tin" because they have a number 1 at the beginning. Here is going to be "tin." Here is going to be "tin," 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 and "tin" until the 9 and the 1, okay? Here is when we finish with the family of the tins. So, 1 and 3, we put them together and it makes number 13. 1 and 4, we put them together, makes the number 14. And 1 and 5, Remember, we put them together makes number 15. Number 1 and number 6, we put them together makes number 16. Number 1 and number 7, we put them together makes number 17. Number 1, number 8, we put them together makes number 18. Number 1 and number 9, we put them together makes number 19. This is one of the first numbers that is new for this class, so let's repeat it one more time. Number 1 and number 9, we put them together and it makes number 19. Okay, please repeat one more time. Number 19. Okay, and the last one, the last number, remember, this is when we finish with the teens, because the final number doesn't begin, ya no empezará con el number 1. ¿Con qué number va a empezar? Con el number 2. So, así que number 2 and number 0, we put them together, makes number 20, which is the final number, okay? Please repeat after me. Remember, try to say it a little bit louder with all of your energy. Number 20. One more time, louder. Number 20. Very good, excellent pronunciation, my children. So, as you can see here, this is all of the numbers that we are going to work in Kinder 2. There will be no more numbers, only just the ones that I have behind me. So it's very important that every day you practice them constantly, okay? Very good. Remember, from number 1 to number 20. Now, before we go, let's go back and review one more time the two new numbers of today. Number 1 and number 9, 19. Number 2 and number 0, 20. Very good. So, don't forget, my children, to do the activities of your teddy book, which are 2, and they involve the new numbers. They involve the number 19 and the number 20. For this, my children, also very important that you work well. Remember, try to trace all of the numbers. Traten de remarcar all of the numbers correctly. Number 1, number 9. Try not to leave spaces. Traten de no dejar espacios. Remember to join all the dots. Traten de unir todos los puntitos correctamente. Okay, and at the end, don't forget to paint the objects that appear next to the big number, okay, with different colors, so it's better, para que quede mejor, okay? The same thing goes with the second activity. Once again, here we have the new number, number 20. Remember to trace them correctly. Remember to finish it with the big number 20, and next to, don't forget to paint all of the balloons. And while you are painting the balloons, my children, it's very important that you count them to see the number that appears here. Okay? Very good. So, those are the two activities of today. Remember, the teacher wants jobs well done, trabajos bien hechecitos, esfuércense siempre en todo lo que realizan, okay? Very good. So that's it for today, my children. I hope that you have an excellent day. Don't forget that the teacher Jacob loves you very much. Take care. Goodbye.